Okay, I'm going to do a real quick overview on the clutch for this and probably the big end's front wheels too. Because that's, pretty cool. So, I'm going to start off down here in the actual pulleys. You can see I have a really long, thick bracket there with the idler pulley on it. And I have another pulley in the frame there. So, you can see, tightens together like a double clutch. Works real well. See, the belt's all tight. I need to get in there and grind some of the frame out or cut some chunks out. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's rubbing pretty good. And that linkage from there to there is actually a steering rod off of Craftsman, cut down and bent. And then this is a mower deck spindle with the pulley welded on because the spline stripped out a hole in it. And see, it clears the gear. Just barely, but it does. And push that, it goes that way, pushes that. And it keeps going too. Now here is the pedal itself. Of course, there's a mower deck spindle. So what else to use other than a mower deck blade as a pedal? Now, of course, the pedal comes up really, really high. That's the one thing I don't like. I might could cut it here and put an angled piece like that. Like a bar bent up like that almost. I don't know. I might do, I might not. This, is just a regular mower deck blade, mulching blade, bolted on. And then it was cut right above this hole, and I actually took a seat spring and put it on there. And that spring, I'm telling you, see how thick it is? I swear that's like a 100 pound spring or something. It's stupid strong. I mean, even with my foot, it's kind of hard to push. Now, the one thing is that this mower is not getting a battery. There's not going to be a battery anywhere. There's not really a good spot to put one because the gas tank's going here. I might put a battery there, but of course that's, real short. And I can't put it under seat. There's just fenders. So we wouldn't really have a place to put a battery unless I mounted it to this above the flywheel. And if it fell off into my flywheel, yeah. I'm probably going to strap the gas tank here. But anyways, back to the clutch. One of the issues, though, is because of no battery, I have a pulley for pull starting. I have that pull rope right there. Just wrap it around and yank it. With the clutch engaged and a tight belt, that's going to be hard to spin. I mean, you can hardly spin it. And, of course, this doesn't have one of them, clutch locks or anything on it. Or does it? Due to the position on the spring on this thing, I got real lucky. Look at this. Wait, if I go kind of slow, it locks itself. I don't know how. It's the position on that spring. I mean, look at that. See, the belt's all loose, and then it just kind of tightens back up. And that should be enough to yank that thing started. And I'm actually probably going to be starting it from this side because I have my choke, my gas pedal, so I can have a foot here on my pedal, choke over there, and just choke there and everything. I have a whole nother video on the gas pedal setup if you want to check that out. I think it's coming along pretty good. I mean, seriously. Here, I'm going to crawl under it so you can see the whole belt system better as well. That might, help. Pretty much that's a 2.5-inch transmission pulley. See, there's the belt. It's a little loose. It could go a little tighter. You can see though, it rubs there and it rubs right there. But that is a 5-inch pulley. That is a 2.5-inch pulley. I'm thinking I could just throw an idler pulley like that to tighten it up a little bit more. You know, maybe one here to pull it away. But you can see it, I mean, it works good. Seriously good. I mean, for how much it cost, which was $0. And I mean, that's kind of sketchy looking right there, but it's on and it's not going nowhere. And I'm gonna go over these wheels on the front of the big one here quick, because I made a couple posts with these but never actually showed them. Pretty much, when I got this thing, it had these 1-inch bore keyed 12-inch rims on the back. The one on the other side got bent because we had to use a shop press to press it off. Oh, that might be an issue getting those off, because those are worse. But yeah, so what I did, pretty much, these 1-inch bore keyed rims, they like to either shear the keyway or twist the center hub out of the wheel. So they're junk for off-road on the back. But for front wheel, put bushings in them and they go on a 3/4 axle. You can't really see the bushing in there, but trust me, there's bushings in there. Just held on the pin. I had to grind the hub down on the front just a little bit. I just scoot the bumper forwards. But I mean, they went right on, stock spindles and everything. I mean, they both look pretty cool. I mean, look at the rat rod vibe on this thing. I mean, seriously, that's pretty cool looking. But yeah, that's how the clutch is set up on this thing. It's pretty simple and it works pretty well. But yeah, I might need to throw a pulley in there or tighten that spring a little bit. To tighten the spring, I could take this all off and drill a new hole like here, just a little farther back so that pulls a little more. And I could drill a hole here and bolt the spindle on more, because there's 2 missing on the bottom but 2 on the top. That might be an issue. And if you're wondering how bad the alignment is when you're over here, gas pedal, real far forward, it's almost hard to press, but that's fine. It's not bad. Clutch, yeah, that's bad. So something where I could get it out to like there. But for test drive, it's fine, right? And heck, that might be permanent. I like the way it looks. It needs to be cleaned off and everything, but yeah. Nice little machine here. Performance air filter too. Sock. Anyways, let me quit yapping. And that's it for now. See ya.